You could catch me watermelon just chilling, laying in the grass, I soft for the feeling. See me with my feet in the sand, just grinning. I ain't got a worry in the world, I'm winning. Adding up the moments, go ahead and take a photo. Always hit the mark, bullseye with the arrow. Life is getting good, I'ma act a little loco. It only took one, now I'm adding up the zeros. I am a product of the one. I'm in a world that I created, nothing logical. Invented a wave and now I'm surfing, living tropical. I had to find my deeper purpose in an obstacle. Ain't it comical? Now we slide through. Had a vision in my mind, made it come true. Everything I ever wanted got a wild view. Feeling better than I ever have. Thank you, I'm grateful. Now you could catch me watermelon just chilling, laying in the grass, I soft for the feeling. See me with my feet in the sand, just grinning. I ain't got a worry in the world, I'm winning. Adding up the moments, go ahead and take a photo. Always hit the mark, bullseye with the arrow. Life is getting good, I'ma act a little loco. It only took one, now I'm adding up the zero. I'm watermelon. I'm real smooth on the outside, sweet in the center. I'm chillin'. From the top to the bottom, I got it, no sweat. I'm drippin'. I took a long, hard look in my life. It's true, I'm really winning. If we about to make it, kill it. I take my time, I follow through. I'm gonna put in all the work, you see me making moves. I'm gonna take in all the views while they just hit the snooze. I'm making magic with my hands, I got all the tools. I make the rules now. You could catch me watermelon just chillin', laying in the grass, I soft for the feeling. See me with my feet in the sand, just grinning. I ain't got a worry in the world, I'm winning. Adding up the moments, go ahead and take a photo. Always hit the mark, bullseye with the arrow. Life is getting good, I'ma act a little loco. It only took one, now I'm adding up the zeros.
I am resting, lady. Nah. I'm resting. Trust me. If you see me right now, you'll know I'm resting for real. I am really resting. Listen, I'm hungry and I'm too tired to eat. I got food and the food looking at me and I'm looking at the food. Go figure. I am triple, quadruple exhausted. That's just the best way I can describe my life right now. I am freaking exhausted. I don't have an ounce of anything to freaking give right now except for to press play and talk. Part of me wanted to just go and get like 3 shots. But I ain't supposed to spend that money on those shots. And if I don't eat this food, shots ain't gonna help me none. I'm just gonna be drunk. By this time, I thought I would be probably about 2 hours away from Virginia. But then I realized I took my glass off my table. You know, we got it situated so I wouldn't break it or anything. And and my whole body feel like it feels like my apartment building is on top of me. I would rather not have an apartment building on top of me. But that's how I feel right now. But I took all my stuff, my bed, my couch. And then I realized he took the glass off the table, but you didn't take the table. So I knew I had 2 stools to take. So I called my sister, like, meet me at the place with the stools. I'm gonna take the stuff from the shop. Man, she done went to the place without the stools. So she had to go get that. And then when I get home, I'm like, all right, I gotta get my table. Take a look around. I got my carpet, my rug that's in my living room. I just got a whole bunch of other stuff that need to go to the storage that I just totally overlooked. And I can't get my table inside my car. It's a square. And no matter how many angles I tried, it wouldn't work. So I'm laying in the middle of the floor on my blanket, looking at my food, looking at me, feeling like the apartment is on my back. Yeah, that's my life right now. And I don't care. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to go stay at the hotel, I guess, tonight or not. That's what I probably will, so I can spend time with nephew. That's my buddy. But man, I was just sitting here thinking. I'm like, a lot of times there's been a lot of times that I have moments like this. Are you here for the story? Just saying, because you know how you be slipping away. You know, I talked to 121 to 81, and you the only one. No, but oh my bad. Um, yeah, I could think about times where I knew better and I didn't do better. I knew something I should do and I didn't do it, or did do it and shouldn't have done it. Whatever yeah, whatever. But hey, Letitia, I knew a lot of times in life when I missed it. But it's like for some reason now, since I started to be more intentional in my moves, I see it so clear now. It's easy to miss it and not realize you miss it and wonder why is things like this? Why did this happen like this? When you don't have that wisdom piece, you miss everything. I think I'm happy that hey Gary, I'm not on the road. I'm happy that I don't care. I think I got some fireball. um, I'm happy that I always prayed for wisdom, even when I didn't understand why I was praying for wisdom. Because when I learned what wisdom was after, years or whatever, now operating in it is easier. Am I the best at it? Absolutely not. But I've gotten pretty good. Without wisdom, I would have been on the road somewhere, probably going to leave in about 30 minutes versus listening to my body, paying attention to the fact that I'm looking for my purse and it's sitting dead in front of my face on the TV stand. I go ask my sister, like, you see my purse? She's like, what it look like? I'm like, man, it's probably just sitting somewhere in my face. She went right up there and it was dead right there in front of the TV. I'm standing there looking and I didn't see it. And then I sat on the patio and said, I can't get on this highway. I am not here. Today was just one of them days. It's been long. I've been running since I woke up. Had to break down that bed. Like, while I'm looking at this bed, like, I did not realize this bed was this big. That's a big old bed. I don't think, I know I could never go back under a king size. I need to call that lady that blessed me with that bed because I really am grateful about that. Even though I did tell her thank you, I just want to thank her again because I know that bed costs a lot of money. But that's why I haven't left. I chose to operate in wisdom. When I knew I was tired, I knew better than to get on that road, so I didn't. You know, I think it's a lot of things that we have those moments and we'll say stuff like, "Man, I got this. I got it. I'm built for this." Like my little page, whatever it is. What's it called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The thumbnail, yeah. See what I'm saying? Me driving down the road right now would be a goofy, sleepy mess. And I don't even think energy drinks can help me now. Because I'm past that mark. You know what kind of rest I had? No, I was kidding. Let me see. How many hours of rest did I have? I probably went to bed. I went to bed kind of early, like about 2:50. 3 a.m. I don't know. What time was it? You would know. I mean, no, I do local driving because I do Uber Eats, but I haven't even been doing that. So I'm not in no condition. Like my program was a little off with me. Like I went to Atlanta last Sunday. I stayed there to Tuesday. Came back. I haven't did no Uber Eats. I was doing hair, trying to get all my clients in for their last appointments with me in Charleston, and making sure they had their referral, the number to the young lady I referred everyone to. I think I drove one day, and then trying to pack up everything and get everything in storage, and it's been a lot. It's like I didn't think I had a lot because I only got a 1 bedroom. It's not a whole lot, but it was a lot. I'm like, dang. And I think what it was is when I moved here, I didn't have all this furniture. Duh. Because I threw everything away I gave everything away when I moved the last time. So I didn't have that bed. I didn't have the living room furniture. I didn't have none of that stuff. I didn't have 3 TVs. I gave my sister a TV. Like, man, I don't need this TV. I'm surprised I partied with that TV because I got it when I first moved here. It'd be interesting to see how long that thing lasts. But I had just recently bought a TV. So I'll just buy me another one for my bedroom. I do have my little one. But it's stuff like that. You know what I mean? I just had to make sure I was in order before I left because I kept saying, I'm going to get there at touchdown. I got to do this. I got to do that. Really, the only thing I got to do tomorrow that has a time that I need to be there is I'm taking a hair class. So I don't. That class until 6:30, so I can get up early in the morning and just slow roll it. Take my time. Still get there fairly early, get situated before the class even starts. So that's what I decided to do. In the process of downgrading ourselves. Oh boy, no. Yeah, man. It's like I ain't even never think about it like that. It is a downgrading or downsizing, like you said. Kinda. For the moment anyway. It's a temporary downsize because I had to put everything in storage. But then I'm gonna have to get all that crap and do it again. No. But the beauty of it is this time when I get to where I'm going, once I get my place, I won't have to buy anything. And for real, y'all, are they downgrading? I ain't downgrading. No, I'm just kidding. I think I figured it out though. Man, God good. Because when I was in Cleveland, I thugged out. You hear me? I didn't even have a bed when I was in Cleveland. And it wasn't even because I couldn't get a bed. I just never put no furniture in my apartment. I guess in my mind I knew I wasn't going to be there. But at the same time, I was there 4 years. I didn't never buy a bed. I didn't ever get furniture. I just lived in my apartment, me and my TV, watching Norbit on my pallet. I think that's weird, but one day I'm gonna figure out why that was. Probably just wasn't my resting spot. Really wasn't. But I came here. I had furniture ever since I've been here. And it was never, even when I moved to Cleveland, I had furniture in storage that I could have got. Good furniture. And my mama would not let that furniture go. I tried to make her sell it. She would not let it go. I think they auctioned that stuff off after boy, y'all just don't know. My mama was gung-ho on keeping that furniture. They still auctioned it off. And I feel like that's what I got. I got knocked down. Like my whole back, it feel like my apartment building is on it. He said it's working better now. What was going on? I don't even know. I came out here earlier this morning because I was cleaning out and I just got overwhelmed. And I remember Gary was going to be there. So I got on here like, please let Gary come because I'm about to cry on the floor if he don't get on YouTube. Gary came. My ex came. The word came. Realist came. Oh, okay. So that's what that was because I was watching in the car See, 200 pair of shoes. I used to be like that. I don't know where them damn shoes at now. I used to be just like that. I had a lot of shoes. I don't got that many. I can't even walk in heels no more, so I definitely ain't got that many shoes. I had so many shoes. You ever look at some of your shoes and they just been stored so long, they peeling, and you ain't even been wearing them? That's what I hate. Just ruined. Ain't even wore the shoes. I got shoes that still got the paper on the inside of them. Right now, I got like 4 pair of boots and 2 pair of shoes. Still got the stuffing because I can't walk in the dang on things. I'm gonna learn. I'm sorry. I have to learn again. How else would I strut into them rooms and everyone wants to know who's that girl strutting in them stilettos like that? I need my strut back. Shoot. Ain't no way I can't walk in heels. I really did used to have a whole lot of shoes. Now I don't have a whole lot. But man, that was my thing. I love shoes. I used to love shoes. Now I'm a simple person. Like it gets to the point where I'll be looking like I ain't got no clothes. I don't have anything to wear. That's weird because I have if I needed to get a little jazzy to go somewhere, I could probably pull that off before I can pull off just a regular look, just a everyday because yeah, by me selling clothes, dang, I don't know if I'm buffing. I I got like some cute items that I could just throw on or whatever, but like just as far as jeans and shirts, I gotta start over. That's what I want to do. I want to really be focused in my next space so that I don't incur clutter out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy when you transition from place to place. I always declutter, but then I still have a whole lot of stuff. So hopefully this time I'll probably eliminate something before I leave. I know me. I just want to be just kind of sort of, yeah. I wish I could be a minimalist in the salon. I don't know why this black stylist got to have so much stuff. I'd be like, I want to do hair like the Caucasian ladies. They be having a water bottle and a blow dryer and some combs and some shears, and that's it. Of course, in a perfect world, we could do that, but we need a lot of stuff for our hair, so that don't work. But I'm still trying to minimize. I'm trying to master that with all this, because it's like once you learn products, it's like you got what you got, and you need maybe 2 systems. Instead of 42 systems and a whole bunch of stuff you tried and didn't like. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to bring that to the next space that I'm in. I want my space to be like a place of peace. When that woman comes to get her hair done, there's not a whole lot of stuff around her. If she done had a hard day, she ain't got to come in there and get hit in the head with a whole bunch of crap. I want to change the typical black hairstylist because we be having stuff everywhere. I'm sorry. Even when it's neat, it's a whole bunch of stuff. It'd be a whole bunch of stuff. And it'd be so funny because you start off with just a little bit of stuff, clean top. Next thing you know, you got stuff everywhere, man. And then if you're a gadget person, that makes it worse because then you want, oh, I like this flat iron. Oh, I wonder what's this. And then you got like 72 flat irons and you only need like a good strong 3 probably. That's what I'm not trying to do. So I definitely gotta purchase some things. I just want smooth selling. You know what I mean? I don't mind the normal um, obstacles and things. I'm not looking for obstacle free experience, but I don't want a lot of head bumps in my obstacles. Because, we be bumping our head a lot in life. And it's like how long before you get it. So I wanna move like because of wisdom, I got it. So now I can bob and weave through those things a little bit easier. I can remember where I messed up the first time and what the lesson was on the other side of the mess up, and now I can apply it and not mess up again. There's habits that I need to create once I get there with uh, work schedule, with finances, because what happens is when you're busy and then COVID hit and then it was kind of like everything kind of slowed down. And then after COVID, it was like sporadic. So it's like you work, you don't work, you work some, you work a little bit more, you work a little bit. It was like up and down so much that I didn't have a steady flow. And I just want to, even if I'm not busy, I would like to be at my post, set hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I'm not working, I need to be present in case work shows up. I want that habit back. I used to be like that. They live with a lot less and they have a whole lot more money. And those people live together. They don't, I don't know if we the only culture, but boy, we sure be counting down to our kids' 18th birthday so they can get out. Not me, but I never understood that. I can't wait till the boy turn 18. If that child ain't going to school on the campus, why are you so? Did you teach them how to pay bills? Did you teach them how to save money? Did you teach them how to be so ready to kick our babies out at 18 and we ain't even equipped them? 18 doesn't mean equipped. It just means you're legally an adult. You can go to big people jail now. That's basically what 18 means. That's still a kid. Some are more mature than others, and they do have a level of maturity. But at the end of the day, an 18-year-old is an 18-year-old. I couldn't see just telling my kid, well, when you get 18, you got to get the heck up out of here. Because it was hard for me at 25. So I already know, shoot, I'm 50 and I don't want to be a grown up no more. I want to go live with my mama, but I can't no more. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I'm capable. I'm capable. I was saying earlier, I actually figured out what my purpose was here in Charleston because I used to always say that. What's my purpose? What's my purpose here? Why am I here? Because I had never been to I never been nowhere in South Carolina until I moved here. So this was like a huge faith leap. What's that shoe you wear? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. But it be like when you get to that age, it's like a sweet spot. When we was young, you thought 49, 50. We thought 35 was old when we was little. I know I did. I can remember my parents being like 35 and 36, 36 years old. And I used to think they were old. But the one thing that I do see is that they were married. You know what I'm saying? They were married before that, but I think they got married like 20 something. My parents were married. It would have been 50 years when my dad died, right before he died. It would have been 50 years that June. He passed away in March. But everybody seemed old when we were little and they were married and all that stuff. But then when you get that age and you be single, you be looking like, why was they married? This ain't even old. It's like that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. But I promise, I used to wear my mom and them was old when they was like 35. I'm like, them old people. Till I started getting around that age, it's like, wait a minute. Even now, I'm like, this is not what I thought when I was, through the eyes of a child. 50 is like ancient. But through the life and the body of a 50-year-old, it's turn up time. I feel like I'm still 35. I feel like I'm still 35. Only trouble spot I see is my neck. I need some collagen. Oh no, I get to get ahead of that. I got problems. I'm gonna waste my money on this food. I'm glad these French fries was free. Oh man, but yep, that's what I did. I chose wisdom today, and I kept my butt here another day. Before I'd have been on somebody's I-26 or something messed up, looking crazy. 64, I think that's the highway. I can just have peace. I still got a couple things to do tonight, like finish cleaning up the bathroom. My back started hurting. I just quit in the middle of it. Like, man, stick a fork in me. That's pretty much the only thing I got to clean up, though. I only got carpet in one room, so I already ran the vacuum in here, and then I got like some miscellaneous items to put in the dumpster. So overall, I'm in a good space. I don't have a lot to do. Probably take me a good hour if I do it straight through. But I know me. I'm not gonna do anything for no hour straight through unless it's somebody's hair. I got ADD when it comes to stuff like this, man. Yep. When you know, you act like it. Wisdom. No, I'm just kidding. I was pretty proud of myself though, because I promise you, I was getting ready to go. Hey, Gary. What? What I do now? Why are you shaking your head? You just drop in shaking your head. I don't understand. What had happened? What I do? You mad because I ain't singing for you today? I'm sorry. Bust it down, Gary Brown. Oh God, that is tickling me right now. I know what it is. I went to this funky McDonald's. Why did I go to McDonald's? Why did y'all let me go here? I was just hungry and was just like, I'm going to McDonald's. And I should have got the chicken nuggets. Everybody think I'm crazy because I eat them chicken nuggets, but they be good. You put some hot mustard and sweet and sour and barbecue. Mm. Why are you shaking your head, Gary? Just saying, she said, no cost, but I don't think I need one and never use. No, oh, put your lifestyle. Oh man, I don't even know my lifestyle right now. I'm like, I feel like I'm a clean slate at this point. I know it's a new beginning, but it's like literal for me, like a blank canvas. I feel complete. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I completed my task here, and it is literally a brand new start. So it's just like I got this clean slate to build upon, and it doesn't have to look anything like any other space and time of my life if I don't want it to. I'll remain the same as a person. I may enhance or get better at who I am, become a better version of me, but all in all, I'll be the same Meek. But I feel like the things that I can do now, hey, realist, I can, yeah, I can put it like this. I feel like I can become, and that would be whatever become means to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can become. That's the best way I can describe it. I think only God knows who I am to become, but I feel like I'm going to become whatever that is. As long as I keep being intentional and I keep going forward with positivity and with my faith intact and make sure that I, as Gary say, close the door behind me and take off the hinges. Especially if I feel like I have a clean slate. I have to leave a little piece of the sky open so I can fly in to get my furniture. But other than that, oh man, I never thought laying on the floor would feel so good. I feel good. I'm tired as all get out, but I feel really good, you know. I haven't had another emotional moment since earlier. It was something about breaking down that room, y'all. Whew, that thing about took me out. It was something about break. I guess it was reality at that point. This is the space that I spent time in other than home. So once I started breaking that down, it's just everything just started rushing in. I think I started really thinking about what was happening. It's like I'm just grateful, you know. When I made that um video that one time we talking about, and I said hashtag grateful. That's just reoccurring. I'm just grateful, you know, because that man allowed me to work in that shop when life was on top of me. His booth rent is $200 a month. I barely pay him $100. I mean, $200 a week. I barely pay him 100 a week for the last 2 years, and I still had a place to work. You know, I know that ain't nothing but God's grace. It's a hard thing to have and be on top, then to have things to just kind of go down, and it's nothing that you're doing. It is nothing that you can control. Now, he could have easily said, "Get up out my shop." Well, he did kick me out one time, but I told him I'm not leaving. I told him I'm not leaving. Was I a bully or what? You know what I mean? Hey, see me rock. How you doing? Cool beans. Thank you, friend. I try to stay as positive as I can. Now, I'm a human being. I'm gonna tell you now. But for the most part, I do a good job. I really do. Uh, but I am grateful that that person allowed me that space for the time that I needed it. You know, that they were understanding of the times I was in. You know, one thing consistent is I don't give up. You know, I think that some people when they get into a space, and when I say a space, I've always said that I'll never be at my lowest again, whatever that lowest was before. So even in a tough space, it's still a sweet space. Cause there was times where my tough space was how I'm gonna get some food. Oh my goodness, I gotta pay this or pay that. You know, so I'm not in a space like that. I'm thankful for that, you know. What we say, life has a way of lifing. It really does. But when you built for it, you get through it. Long as you don't quit. Plenty of times I could have quit for, and not because I had less or because I didn't have nothing, but simply because you get tired. I could have just stopped. It's people that take themselves out of here for way less than what I've been through. That's why I say I'm grateful because my mental has never gone to those type of places. I feel like I remain strong even in weakness. And I guess that's through allowing God to be my strength, you know? Yeah. Yep. So it's kind of like as I go, like I said earlier, I was a little emotional about leaving, but at the same time, on the flip side, I'm super excited because I do feel like I have that clean slate. I do feel like only way to go is up. I feel like I might have been in a little resting spot, but I didn't go down. Sometimes you got to be in that resting spot so that you allow that pruning to take place in your life to to cut away those things that stop you from growing, to cut away those things that are no longer a part of you and need to be dismissed and removed, to change even the way you think, your perspective of things. That's a hard space in itself, just to be in a place where you have to endure the pruning. We have to endure the pruning. If we give up in the pruning, we never know what blossom, what grows. You know, pruning is a process that they use with plants and flowers. You cut away the dead leaves and the weeds and things, and then those flowers begin to bloom and blossom as if they were never in danger of dying or had lost a lot of their, I guess, life in a sense. It's the same when I cut hair. You know, you guys know, like, well, a lot of the ladies and any man who might have long hair, but our hair, it's a whole growth cycle, just like a flower. And if you don't trim your ends, which would be our pruning process, you know, you have to prune it, you have to feed it, you have to nurture it, it has to get sunlight, vitamin D, all that good stuff to grow healthy. It's the same process with hair. Our recommendation is that women, well, that you have your hair trimmed every six, well, we'll say with relaxer, every relaxer, if you get relaxers, or every 6 to 8 weeks, whichever comes first. And usually, a lot of women don't want to trim their ends because they feel like they're losing length. But in all reality, they're adding life to that cycle. Usually, what happens is they don't want to part with those raggedy, dead ends because it seems like it's going to take away from the length of their hair. But once you trim those ends, what they see is the healthier version of their hair. So whereas they were looking in the mirror before and it was a little see-through at the ends, now it's even and everything is cohesive. And they like, well, man, it looks longer, really. Then they start swinging their head back and forth because they see the life come back in their hair once you trim them raggedy ends off. And that's the space I think that we be in life sometime when a lot of us give up. We give up in that moment when he's trying to trim us and shape us and mold us into the healthiest version of ourselves. You know, sometimes we don't even know we're not healthy in certain areas. You know, it may be a heart issue, it might be something mental, it could be something physical, whatever the case may be. In a space of rest, that's where the recouping or the pruning takes place. And like I said, sometimes it's painful because you don't understand why is this like this, because especially if you're not expecting it. I learned not to fight during the pruning because every time I did it, before I really recognized it, every time I fought the pruning, it was just like windmilling at the air, and you get tired anyway, and he forced the rest on you. So this time I didn't want to be forced to rest. I ain't traveling. I stayed here, the word. No, I'm just kidding. You missed it. I'm operating in wisdom. I didn't get on the road because I'm exhausted. I don't have any energy but to sit here and press play and talk. Just I got food and the food is looking at me. The word. I'm so tired I can't eat. My back hurt. And I just said I'm not doing it. And I still got stuff to do. So I'll try again at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Nah, I'll get out in the morning though. I wanted to be safe, you know what I mean? So, oh, y'all know what I did today? Don't have nothing to do with nothing. But I changed my own headlight. I'm excited about that. I changed my own headlight. You be too black. It's all right. You always show up though. You know what I'm saying? Now you be on live late. I'll be showing up, but I'll be passing out. You know? Yep, I never did that before. I don't know what was I on your live last night? I think I was for a hot second. Then man, I was knocked out. Every time I try to watch you, I'll be sitting there trying to pay attention. I don't be knowing what the heck going on sometimes. And I just pass out, wake up, computer done fell off the bed. But yeah, man, you get in that space of pruning. All I think about now is, all right, this hurts right now. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I can't move. I feel held down, held back. But now the way I look at that is once that process is over and I start again, psh, that's tomorrow for me. My process is over. This part of the process, I think that we have new beginnings often. It's just about how you look at your new beginnings. I don't believe in starting over. I just believe in a new beginning. Even if you're doing the same thing more than once, it's still a new beginning to me. Starting over insinuates going backward. I ain't trying to go back. I'm not going back. Moving forward. Yes, I break out in song often over here, even though I can't sing. And that's all right, because it comes from my heart. I don't care what it is. It could be Easy E. Cruising down the slapping some, clocking them. It came from the heart. What you talking about? Oh, he said the word. Yeah. And words definitely matter. That's all I like. Some of the stuff I've been talking about over here is being intentional, even with our words, because it's so easy to say something and not realize what you're saying is negative, or like I said, we're quick to say speak it into existence, but we're not quick to remember that what we speak into existence, yes, it will come, but you got to make sure you're not speaking something that you don't want to come into existence. That applies to negativity too. So here, if I start talking bass backwards and then I start getting all this chaos to manifest in my life, it's because of the way I was speaking. And I think that for me, the way I work on my words, because like the other day I was talking to my ex and I said, my back hurt. He said, you better not. I'm like, what? It do? You better not. He won't let me say, I have that pain. But that's a real thing. I was telling my sister earlier today, like, she wanted to make a post. Let me see, how can I put this? Ooh, man, I know my back jacked up. This thing cracking and I ain't even moving. It's not messed up. My back is going through a resting period. It's recouping and getting ready for tomorrow. But she was saying how, because y'all been hearing some of her story here, going through that situation as far as DV. She was saying that she feel like she's bashing herself when she talks about it, but she feels in her heart she's supposed to talk about it. And I remember this guy that we listen to all the time. Well, sometimes we used to listen to him more now. Well, she might still listen to him. I don't know. But he used to always talk about, when people talk about healing, he would tell people, speak to the healing and not to the pain. And so I told her, I said, stop saying you're going through it and say, I survived. Because if you start speaking, I survived, you shall survive. But if you keep saying, I'm going through or I'm in this, that's where you're going to be because that's what you're saying. I don't think people think that deep into what they say. But if you think about it, a lot of things that's going on with us right now is not the result of the devil busy. It's the result of our mouth, which is why I did the one video that time. What that mouth do? What that mouth do? Say your mouth is a ship to carry you into your next moves. You speak your way through everything. But if you speak in negative, that's what you're gonna get. Imagine every day, all day, you just cuss. I cuss sometimes, a little bit, but I feel like anyone with a level of intelligence should be able to articulate themselves without always cussing. Because I don't know where them words came from, Because in a lot of places, the words we call cuss words is just something else. Like I said one day, sugar honey iced tea might mean hamburger somewhere else. Nevertheless, don't we have other words to fit in there? Sometimes a little bit. I just think that especially now that we're on the side of life where it's getting less and less time, why not be more intentional with our words? Why not be more intentional with our action? Why not be more intentional with love? Most of the stuff going on in this world right now is a result of zero love. Some fruit, appetite, fruit, that don't go together. You hungry, get you some steak or no, when I steak, get you some chicken. Nah. Some say they won't have peace until they transition. Boo sniggy. That's a spell. Yeah. Man, let me tell you. These people better know about these word curses. I learned even through prayer, it's easy to accidentally be praying curses. And it's like, man, like the person to say, like, say, for instance, okay, let's say you have somebody that is dealing with substance abuse and you really want that person to get clean and get good. And you begin to pray, God, if they touch drugs again, allow them to have a stomach ache, make them so sick that they don't ever want to touch the drug, make them throw up until people pray like that. Okay, give me a minute, T. People pray like that, and I think we pray like that with good intentions, but we still have to be mindful of our words. If I love you and I want you to be clean, there's a way I could pray for that without hoping you get sick. That don't go together. Okay, he might not get high tonight, but he gonna be sick as hell. Cause I put one up for him. I'm sorry, that ain't funny, but it just tickled me because of the way it came out. But I'm saying, how easy is it that we do those things? You know what I'm saying? How easy do we literally curse our own blessings? Sometimes as a result of fear, sometimes as a result of doubt, sometimes just ignorance, we don't realize what we're doing. I think that's, a thing of we shouldn't speak before we think, because a lot of times we say things ahead of our thoughts. And what comes out, before you think about it, you've been said a mouthful and have chaos. You know, people don't like they call it deep, but this ain't deep. This is real life, you know. And I promise you, if you check your life over about some things you done said, you'll find a time of 42 that your words might have got you exactly what you got. You know, a lot of times people think that the prayer is not being answered, but it's what you prayed and how you prayed. Most don't understand the words coming out their mouth, let alone comprehend the meaning of the words. Education brings clarity. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Indeed. And that's where I say, I'm so glad that I begin, like when I don't know what to pray, or if I don't, you know, when I feel like I don't even have anything to pray about, which I always should have something to pray about, but if nothing else, I ask for wisdom. The other stuff will come to me. Hey, go ahead and you know, we do healthy spin-offs over here. I spin off your I did the spin-off off your You're Not an Island. I did. Remember the other video, Perspective? I didn't steal your topic. It just means we supposed to be having this conversation. Yeah, most time if I don't know nothing else to say, if it ain't thank you, it's give me wisdom. Because once I have that wisdom, I navigate through my day wisely, no matter what come out. I mean, come up. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. If you don't know who Gary is, his name is Bust It Down. He got a cool channel over here. He brings it all around. Bust it, bust it, bust it down, Brown. Let me not get started. But if I come on here every day and talk for an hour about changing what you say, if that's what I'm supposed to do, I'll do that. He said atmosphere come out the bushes. See, you learn atmosphere already. He always in the bushes. Guns, is you in the bushes? If you didn't fire me, you would have had a whole bunch of tracks. You would have had a whole CD by now. You know, just gonna dismiss me as your manager. I made you. No, I'm just kidding. Ain't that how people do? What? I made you. What you mean atmosphere your manager? No, I'd rather be security. He can be the manager. Yeah, that's what I think. Where Watermelon at? Where's she at? I found that song earlier. It was called Watermelon. I just knew she was gonna be in here. I was like, oh, that is too funny. A song called Watermelon. Yep. That's where I'm at today, though. It's like I don't know. I get pumped when I see that I've learned a life lesson and I actually apply it to life. I get excited about that because of missing it so many times or not understanding it. I get it now. I get it now. When your body says don't do that, you don't do that. I walked around this apartment frantically looking for my purse. Sister, you see my purse? Let me go look because I know you probably looking right over it. That thing was in my face. There's no way in the world I could have drove like that. Because if I couldn't find the purse in my face, imagine, no sir, no ma'am. As much as I wanted to be there and wake up and get started, everything else that I was trying to do, I can do any morning. He was gonna give he gave him the tutorial. He's a watermelon chili with cantaloupe. Oh Jesus. Melon gang. Melon gang. Y'all know good and well if I start crying, I ain't gonna stop. And when I start laughing, I can't stop. Please. That was really funny. Yeah, but I don't know. I just had to keep saying it. I'm so excited because I sat there. Yeah, realist be in the bushes all the time. I'll be like, I looked at my IG today and I did say hello. So he came in here. I saw. I've been seeing see me rocking the streets. I have. Yeah. I see him on the other page that I moderate on. But I forgot what I was saying. Lord have mercy. Oh, I was on Instagram and because I've been like promoting and hashtagging like Norfolk stylist, Norfolk hairstylist, Virginia Beach, Hampton stylist. I've been hashtagging all that stuff. I've been hashtagging the colleges and all that good stuff. So it puts me on those pages, and I actually found a class that's tomorrow evening on there, and I just think it's so dope that I just reached out as an inquiry to see if it cost or whatever, and the man hadn't. He told me everything I need to know, but he still came back and told me, "Hey, I've been traveling, but I just want to know that we're excited to have you, and I put you on the list." I'm like, wow. I feel good about that. And then the day I see he's like actually looking on my page and liking things, I'm like, okay, connections. Remember what I said, y'all? People are what? Doors. Definitely got to touch the ground, making connections. Like I'm sure I'm going to incur friends and connections from my best friend, but I definitely want to make my own. Realist, you got a page. I gotta find me something to eat because this wasn't working for me. Don't tell me you had a page all this time and I didn't know. It looks like it from what I can see right here. I'll just go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, man, I feel excited. I get a little excited. I get a little excited. Yeah, I just be I don't know. I'll be tickled sometime, and he got two. What? You sound like me. I don't promote my page like that because I mean I'll give it to anybody that asks if I have one, yeah. But I just let people find me, especially being over in this area where we dwell. I'd rather you just organically find me by way word of mouth or you stumbled into it. You know, I typically don't just like I don't want nobody drop my link nowhere unless that somebody asks or something like that. But just just let the people come as they come. Battle rap. Some people like battle rap though. Get one, he gotta start podcasting. I got me and my friend supposed to be starting the page, so I got that started. So we'll see how that goes starting this week. But I do got this one. I got my little backup page, but my backup page, I accidentally created that page because I don't know somehow. But hey, it's there. And I had this page forever, forever. I've been on here. I think it started in 09, 10, somewhere around there. I just wish I didn't fall off, or at least was posting videos so they could have been getting views. That probably wasn't gonna work anyway because back then they didn't have live, man. We weren't doing this. You just got money off your views for your videos that you posted. I think that's kind of messed up that they don't just like. I think all our content, regardless if it's an upload or whatever, I think it should all go towards your watch hours. I'm creeping on up a little bit. We might be celebrating for the new year because I know I'm probably my flow might slow down a little bit while I get adjusted. So, but y'all know me, I find a way to squeeze a live in while I'm doing something. Let me find me another device. I'm gonna be Uber Eats on live. Like, yeah. Y'all, did I tell y'all I fell down the other day? Hey, Don. I fell the other night when I was delivering some food. Listen, out of almost 3 years between DoorDash and Uber Eats, that's the third time. But that's the first time I actually really went down. Like most time it was like I fell, but I caught myself and before I really hit the ground. Nah. Sis went down that day, boy. I'm on the ground laughing. I done threw the hamburger to make sure I don't smash it. I was like, if anybody was looking out their window, if they ring light on, I mean, what is that ring thing? Boy, if that thing on, I know they are dying at me because it was like I was there and then I was gone. Who falls at 50, man? But yeah, I had to laugh. But I ain't hurt myself. I ain't break no skin. I got up and kept going. Gary, what up, fam? I still can't believe I felt like that though. I just knew my knee was gonna be busted up, but it was good. I fell in some mulch. Whew. Uh, that was funny. Oh man, that was funny. We got Dome in the house. That Dome in the house. He be having some cool content. They be having fun over there, doing little movie reviews. They be having a little music going on. I'll be seeing you, dude. At least you made it to the age, to that age of falling. No, thank God it ain't because I'm that age. It was the shoes. I have this thing where I just feel like I need to work in my slides. Yeah. And every time I done fell, I done had them slides on. No, 2 times. The first time I almost fell. Y'all should, man, I've developed this protect the food thing though. I got it down. I was delivering some pizza the first time, right? And I get there and I'm walking up to the door and it's this little step. Hey JT. It was a little step and I tripped. And when I tell y'all, I was falling so gracefully, the pizza just landed on the little table right there, and I was still holding on to the soda. Then I caught myself on my other elbow. Then I got up like, whew, good save, Sheer. I left the man a message like, Your pizza is there, it's intact, and you might want to add to your notes, watch your step because your girl went down. And then the last time before this time, I was walking up some steps to take some Taco Bell, and my foot slid through the front of the slide, and I tripped going up the steps. Man, I about crushed that little bag, but I saved the food. So I just left a note like, your bag is a little disheveled. It's because I took a spill. Child. But the other night, oh yeah, I just fell. That's just no other way to put it. I fell down. I ain't had nothing to catch myself on. JT, you been going live? You still doing your page? Oops. You been doing your page, man? Yeah, you ain't been doing nothing. Look at you. One video still. You welcome. Oh yeah, Miss Lady T. Here I come, girlfriend. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. You can charge it to my mind, not my heart. Charge it to my mind, not my heart. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can do that now. Come on, man, move. We gonna get some combat boots, dude. I don't like my feet covered up. That's the problem. That's why I'm always out there in my slides because I don't know what I'm gonna do having to deal with all the weather elements. I've been here 15 years. I wear flip flops most of the days. That's why I can't walk in heels. Probably I took my talent away. And don't want me to get some combat boots. Want me to not have to drive no more. That's what you can want. Okay. I would like to stop driving. Get to that place. And then only do it if I feel like it or want to, not because I have to. Right now I know I'm gonna have to. That's just no brainer. Because I still gotta make sure my license is transferred and that's a process. And then I gotta I gotta take those steps. So that's the thing about it. I don't know. Probably I just need some new slides because I've been wearing these things. I've been wearing these things. I can just see it now, me falling down. We fall down, but we get up. I should lay it on the ground to start singing. For the saint is just a sinner who fell down. I'm too hyper. I don't know nobody else to get, well, maybe hyper when they exhausted. I am tired as heck. I can't even get off this floor, but I just feel silly as I don't know what right now. I really feel good though. Like I'm grateful. I feel blessed. I feel excited. I feel happy. I'm not quite emotional right now, but I felt that. But I feel okay. I feel good. I think I'm more excited than anything at this moment. I'm more excited. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Miss Lady T, you left. I dropped the link for her. She home. Or she didn't see it. So bust it down, Brown. What's the next topic? You said I stole your. Was that you? Yeah, you said I stole your topic. What's your next topic? What was it going to be, or what was it relating to that I was talking about? Words. Miss Lady T had asked me for the link like 12 years ago, and I told her give me a second, and I forgot. And then when I seen her again, I remembered. I'm gonna get me some combat boots. Hey, I got some combat boots. You might give me an idea. I like wearing my combat boots with my dress, my skirts, and my fishnet stockings, and my graphic tees. I like to dress funky sometimes. You know what I mean? Like funk, not funky as in stank, but funky as in rocking punk. No, funky. Yeah. Or Gary, you can come up and tell me about what you're going to talk about. We can do a prelude into words. We can do a preview of how you came up with that. I really, honestly, a lot of the stuff, I promise you, I ain't gonna say a lot of it. Most of the stuff, if not all, is a product of my life. Like I'm learning as I'm going, or realizing and recognizing as I'm going. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's why I am first partaker. I ain't about to come here and tell somebody something that I need to know, and I ain't taking it. Number one. Number two, I believe when we get any kind of thing that we feel we should or need to share, it's for us first before we even think about giving it to somebody else. And a lot of times I'm taking it for myself as I'm sharing it. And that's when you really know it was for you. You know what I mean? A lot of times through talking, we navigate and work some things out. We find solutions or answer questions that we might have had and thought we couldn't answer for ourselves. But you get to talking and then you're like, oh, okay, that's what that is. That's why that is. That happens a lot. I think a lot of us be so quick to ask somebody else what they think. We don't allow things to process in our own mind, our own thought process to realize that I think that when we have questions, a lot of the times, I ain't gonna say all the time, but a lot of the times we have those questions because we have the answer. We have that question because we carry that solution. That question wouldn't come to us if we weren't equipped to answer it. That problem doesn't come unless if we weren't equipped to solve it. But we'll run and ask somebody else for help when it probably was something for us to do that will in turn help somebody else. I know the guy I listen not talk to the guy I listen to. Um, he always say usually what burdens you is what you carry the solution for. You know, that thing that just really grinds your gears and gets under your skin. If you could do something about it, you probably had a solution for that. But I think we're programmed to believe, you know, how it'll be something going on and they be like, oh, where Jay-Z at? Where so and so at? They look for their celebrities to come and not solve the problems that they won't solve when they were probably the one that carried the solution for it. Be like, instead of thinking that solution is within, we'll go and be like, oh, where the baby at? He did this in his city. He should come here. And it's weird because it be old people. And I was like, they don't like you. They not coming to help you. That might be mean, but I was feeling like, man, some people ain't thinking about you. If it ain't benefiting them, they're not going to come and help you. I think real solutions start at your house first. Most of us look outside of our own home to try to solve problems. You solve it in your house, you might be able to help the block. You help the block, you might be able to help the neighborhood. You help the neighborhood, you might be able to help the city. help the city, you might be able to help the state, and so on and so forth. But we just want to jump and take on the nation. Like your house screwed up, and you really think you about to go do something out here in the whole nation? But it's easy to feel like you can take on the world when you haven't even mastered your own little personal world. How can I go out here and save 10 people if I can't even save myself? How can I help her when I can't help myself? I'm not saying anything isn't wrong with wanting to do those things, but we still have to operate in our own capacity, what we're equipped for. We can be over eager, over ambitious because we really truly desire and have a heart to want to help on a broader sense, but we miss steps. I think in those steps is where we find the answers for the broader things. Kind of like you got to walk it out to figure it out. Instead of figuring out and then jumping in and finding nothing you figured out ahead of that thing even works. Just don't help the bear to beat me up. You got to elaborate on that because I think I know, but what I learned, they said, no question is a dumb question. And if you don't know, you should ask. No, I'm kidding. I never heard it before. Just don't help the bear to beat me up. That's another thing I started doing like about 5 years ago. I said, boy, I don't care if I don't know, I'm gonna ask because it had been me trying to figure out some stuff, and I'd be like, what that mean? And people be so nervous to not know something, they won't even ask, and then you just don't know. Man, bump that. If a word, I don't know what it is, what do that mean? If I can't figure it out in context, I need to know what it means. A phrase I've never heard before, what that mean? That's how you gain knowledge. Duh. That is how you gain knowledge. Is that everybody? Just saying you bite. Am I buffering? He said it is what I thought. Am I buffering on y'all's end? Because I just looked down at my phone and I seen the thing spinning. Okay. It must have just been on my phone. Because I still had it open for when I drop y'all links. Did I get everybody that got a page? Gigolos, get lonely too. Just once. You about to have a dedication to Gary Brown. Bust it down, Brown. Know what? I can't do it now. I gotta be random. I gotta be random. I'm gonna start learning words to songs so I can sing them in its entirety. Yeah, man, y'all. But I don't know. Why? We are here to support you. I was about to sing Gigolos Get Lonely too. You don't want to hear that. Shit. No, I know I'm not buffering now. I think it was just my phone, actually. And I know that the TCS said something about buffering earlier, so I thought it was getting started, but I guess not. Yeah, you should see me right now. I look like a scarecrow. Literally. Life out of order. Man, looking like a beached whale. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I don't even care either. I'm gonna look like this all the way to the morning. Cause I'm at least try to look a little bit cute when I land in the city. I don't want to start off like that. No, I gotta get cute, get on the road. I'm gonna lay my clothes out like it's school tomorrow. I'm gonna get on the highway. I'm gonna have praise and worship first. I'm gonna sing about 40 songs. Then I probably have to stop for gas by then. I don't know. Then I might go live, depending on what time it is. I gotta get my list together. I don't know what I want to listen to, but I know it's gonna be good. Then when I come out of that, I'm gonna go into my hip hop, dance a couple hours. Then I should be there. Mm-mm-mm. I should just went and got me some cake or something for dinner because this food is a miss for me. And I really ain't trying to spend no more money on no food. Not tonight. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, shoot. I tell you what. It's been interesting. Nevertheless, it has been interesting. So when you're doing the live, Gary, when can we expect this? Is it going to be tomorrow? Let me know so I can be paying attention.
Are two of those churches still right now?
Oh man, my guy on. Yeah, that's what Tisha said earlier that she was trying to go live and it was buffering. She was saying I guess it's fixed now. I noticed when I was watching somebody and it was buffering a lot, but I thought it was my phone actually. But I guess it was something going on. Probably because it be so many people on. But then again, I don't know who be on. That is the sweetest spot to be in on YouTube. It's not know who on live. Only the people you notify that you get notifications for. I gotta fix my algorithm because I got too much Krishan Rock and Blueface in my thing, man. I'm tired of seeing them now. So I gotta start doing some more do not recommends. Cause they everywhere. Start watching some more inspirational stuff. So when it like for a minute there, every time I got done with a video, like if I watch back my video, after my video, Tony Evans would come on and he'd be talking about something so good. I gotta get my stuff back like that. Dang, I need an Allen wrench. Cause I cannot take this table to the storage without being able to take it loose. And I had one of them things. I don't know what I did with it. It was a cool one too. It had all the different sizes on the little thing. You can just pick up the one you wanted. Okay, I'll be looking out. Hopefully, I'll be on the road by the end and I can just ride and listen. That's why I'm sitting here now, like, okay, you need to find an Allen wrench. I should have asked the dude in the office just now when I went in there to find out what they want me to do with my key. I know them people think I'm crazy because I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with my key? Because I'm going to leave before y'all get here. And he told me what to do with it. And then I was like, and I'm taking pictures too because you ain't going to be talking about, oh, y'all, nothing. He was laughing, but I was, man, these people would try to, psh, man, they tried to add $95 on my thing. I told y'all already. Mm-mm. Better take that off. Got enough of my good hard-earned money. Man, if I could just, oh my goodness. I gotta add that up. Let me see how much money I spent in this dang on place for 15 months. That's interesting thought. Oh my God. Almost $21,945. And it probably was a little bit more than that. That's that's how much it costs to live for 15 months. And that's only rent. That's crazy. Bring back $800 rent, man. They done almost triple rent. Dollar store got them. My sister claims she went in there and she ain't see none, but remember like Dollar General, she might have went. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go look myself. I think she said she went to both of them. No, she said she went to Dollar Tree. Why would you go to Dollar Tree? I'm gonna look at Dollar General. I don't want to spend a lot of money on things. And I know, and I got one, but it don't fit the one that I got. And it's crazy because I remember throwing some away. I should have kept all them things. That's crazy. Mm, mm, mm. Hallelujah. I used to hate renting. Now that builds towards equity. Why you hated renting? Oh, because honey, I don't really mind renting actually because like I'm not saying I'll never be a homeowner, but I think that if you want to be a homeowner, you should, and if you don't want to, then you shouldn't be one. You know what I mean? It's a choice of life. People make a big deal out of that, like especially around here. Oh my God, you need to buy a house. You should buy a house. I'm like, I don't want to buy a house. And look at me now leaving. I don't want to buy a house. If I'm supposed to buy a house, I think I'll buy a house if I get married or something and we buy a house together. But as of right now, I'm single. I like just living in my nice little cozy little, you know. Or if I do purchase, maybe I want to get a condo or something. I want to live somewhere where I can just walk out my door and have at all the restaurants and everything. Don't have to leave if I don't want to. That's kind of like where I live at now. I can just walk down the block and it's a whole bunch of restaurants and stuff. It's this one area I really wish I could move to, but right now I don't think it's gonna be the place for me. But who knows? I might jump out on faith and get it. Nah, I don't think that's wise though. Yeah, people do try to enforce what they just because I just like everybody does not have to be an entrepreneur. Everybody does not have to be a homeowner. I mean, if you choose to, yeah, but you can't get mad at people that don't make that choice, and it doesn't make their life less than yours. You know, maybe they don't want to do their own maintenance. Maybe they don't want to uh, do the lawn care. Maybe they don't want to do all those things. Maybe they don't want to put on a new roof. Maybe they don't want to put in a new water heater, what is it? Thermostat, all that stuff. Water pump. I don't know. Whatever can go wrong in a house that you own that you got to fix yourself. That stuff. Maybe they don't want to put in a new bathtub. I could go on and on of the maybes. How many friends I got that bought houses and be like, oh my God, girl, that first year, I wish somebody would have told me I was gonna have to replace or I was gonna have to do this. I'm like, girl, people be out there cutting grass so early in the morning. I wish they would wait a little longer because I'll be asleep. You know, we don't mind the business that pay us, man. Everybody look at everybody else and point the finger at what they should be doing instead of worrying about what they do. Like, you, man, just think how much more you could have if you pay attention to your own stuff. Shoot. I don't have no time to be looking across the street at Roro house, whoever Roro is. Shoot, half the time these people be thinking they doing it big, owning houses, be in foreclosure. Shoot, behind on taxes. And that's what I'm saying. It's like when I'm ready to get a home, I know it's benefits in it. But like I said, I don't want to buy a house and I don't really want to be a homeowner at this time, you know. Who knows? I might get to Virginia and be like, you know what, I think I want to buy me a house. You know, might be 4 years from now and I'll be living in another state. Then I'll be ready to buy a house. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is I'm on this journey. That's wonderful. And that's what I'm saying. I got to get myself to a space where I have that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that don't know everything and I don't know about a lot of things that maybe I should. I don't know. But I will, you know, now start, especially when it comes to like investments and finances and things. I do want to do more homework on things like that because I do need to establish wealth, you know. I have to break the cycle of my family. Hey, Rachel, what's going on, man? I feel like this. This is how I'm going to say it. I am in position to do what my parents didn't, and I'm going to do it. They did well. They just didn't have anything left. The house is paid off. We lived well, but I know that they didn't want it like that. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that. That's why I say my parents continue to teach me after their passing. I see the things that they didn't do, probably as a result of not knowing. And that's why I say I need to do more research for myself to learn about certain things. Anything I feel like my parents didn't know, I need to learn it. Because I think with the proper knowledge, they would have been sitting right. With the proper knowledge, I would be sitting right. When I was 24, 25, I wouldn't have been squandering all my money off buying some damn baby fat. I used to love baby fat. That's all I do, spend my money on baby fat, gas. Oh yeah, ma, I ain't make no money. How much you need on that rent? Oh, still 300. Here you go. I was a brat, period. That's the bottom line. That's why I'm learning now because I lived a long time as a spoiled brat. Only thing is, I'm not one of those spoiled brats that feel like people need to hand me something or do something. I'm a go getter. I'm a hustler. Because as much as my mother spoiled me, she put that hustle inside of me. I think I told y'all my mom was the weed lady. I know how to hustle. I got that hustle bone. Big time. If you ain't know, you about to find out. Because it's hustle on right now. I think that was the whole part of me moving away from dating was to get into my own lane and get from under that, you know, that space of if I don't do it, I know she got it. When you get to the place of knowing somebody's gonna do something, and then you can sit there and be like, "This is the last time I'm doing that. Next month I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna ask her for help." I was doing stuff like that when I was like 30. Like, no, man. So I thank God my kids ain't like that, man. I thank God that I had the help that I had because a lot of times I did need it, but I wish I would have had a little bit more boundaries because I was making money. I wish I would have known how to really save back then when I was younger. Not just telling me to save, but teach me when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm glad my kids are different. They do know how to save money. They are doing the things that I didn't do, but I'm able to share with them those things so they know what not to do. They're not falling into my path. They actually teach me now. But you can't, it's like I can't beat myself up because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I just now understand that, I was taught the best my parents knew how to teach us. I'm glad I can survive. You know what I mean? Shit, for nothing else, I know I can survive anything. I'm gonna come up. Maybe that's all I was supposed to get, and now I got to create something different. The word. That's exactly what my mentor showing me, and that's what I say. I wish I had a known then. She has a policy that's worth like 1.2 million, I think, that she started in the late 90s. And she's opened every last one of her businesses off of that account. She got her stuff set up so sweet, it ain't even funny. She's like a multi-millionaire on paper from her hair business, from her classes she teach, from her YouTube, her products. She's an insurance agent. And there's a level of I ain't hear it in me because that person has been around me ever since 2006. But I'm listening now. Man, I ain't know nothing about that insurance policies and stuff. Not in that sense. When she said, this is what she says: life insurance is for the living. Most people think life insurance is for the dead, so you can bury your dead people. She says for the living. When you look at it that way, it's like, man, this is why I need this policy. This is why I should have this type of policy. But you don't have that knowledge. Nobody else has the knowledge to pass it to you. People are like, you got to do your own research. But how do you research something that you absolutely have no idea about? I've been a hairstylist for 30 years. I took that woman's trichology class, and usually in her classes, it's way more than what you're there to learn because she just pours out a lot of information. But even in that class, although I've been doing hair 30 years, she would ask me, because I was staying with her because it was a 4-day class, and she would ask me at the end of the night, how did you like the class? She said, so far, what have you gotten out of it? I said, I know a whole lot about hair, and then I know that I don't know a whole lot. I said, I feel like, what the hell were you teaching me? She's like, what do you mean? Some of the stuff she was telling me, I promise y'all, I don't think they taught us in school. But a lot of people would say to that, well, you should have did research. You got to do research on your own. If I wasn't taught something, where do I know to research it? And all these years go by with some things that you didn't know, and then boom. I said, oh, I got your asses now. And I ain't saying nothing like something that could take your hair out. Little things that I know they should have taught us in school that they didn't. That in itself can be overwhelming to get through a career and be as successful, to be on platforms, to teach classes, to do the things that I've done, and still not know some of the basic stuff. But guess what? I'm not the only one. It's a whole bunch of people out here in this industry feeling themselves around done mastered something, and that's what I did. I mastered short haircuts. I made up my own system in about a 4 to 5 step process. And I alternate tools to teach it. You can use your shears, you can use your clippers, you can use both, you can use a razor. That's all I did. Cut 100 and packaged it. Cut 100 means you use one tool all over the head. Cut 50/50 means I use, say, the shears on part and clippers on part. Mm-hmm. And see, those are things that I didn't know, and I know my parents didn't know it because we ain't had one. But my grandbabies, oh, I can't wait till they get here. If they have some, I mean, I don't know what they waiting on. It's bittersweet. I ain't got no grandkids, and it's bittersweet because neither one of my children is married. I would love for them to do it the opposite of what I did. Yeah, I would love to see them do things better than I did. But I'm a firm believer in when them kids come, they got to come. So, hey, I look forward to being a grandmother. I'm gonna ruin those children. They gonna go home like my grandma said I ain't. Well, my grandkids is gonna give my kids hell. We gonna have fun. Y'all ever see that little girl on TikTok, and she be talking to her grandma all the time, and she is just a mess, man. I love little girl. I said that's exactly how I want my grandkids to be. Come and tell me all their mama business. Is that bad? Licensed in Michigan and Pennsylvania. I wish before my like maybe a year or so, no, 11, yeah, about like 3 years before my children's father passed, I remember having this feeling like, can I get life insurance on him? And I remember talking to a lady, and she was telling me how I could do it, but my kids could get it and whatever she told me. I can't remember everything, but it was just like a thought, and I didn't do it. I'm like, that's what I mean. I'm trying to be more intentional because a lot of time we get those notions to do things and then we don't do it, and then we learn why we even thought about that later in life. Them kids went through a process where his sister didn't give none of them nothing. He had 10 kids. 10 kids. And it wasn't much, but they all should have had at least $20,000. And that lady didn't get him nothing because she was the beneficiary. I wish I had known that, or we would have been in a space where we would still like communicating like that, because he could have put all them policies in a way that it could only go to their children. I guess he just trusted his sister. Like, yep. Yep, he had 10 children. 10. Mine were 4 and 5, and they were supposed to be the last ones, but he want to go and have 5 more. Now, but you know what? He always say he gonna have 10 kids and he gonna get married. And that man had 10 kids. He got married, got divorced, but he did everything he said he was gonna do. Do I watch Pocket Watchers? Are you talking about the guy on here, JT, or is that a show on TV or something? Yeah, that man had 10 kids. All of them grown. Well, all of them are adults now, except for I think he got 2 that's still like 15, 16. The rest of them are 22 and up. 22 to 33 or 4, somewhere around there. Yeah, I watch him sometime. I used to watch him more, but I do watch him sometime. I watch him sometime. I used to watch Louis attorney sometime, but he started cussing. It was weird. Oh, like he started cussing and it got weird because he didn't sound right. He used to cuss like that when he first started. Well, when I first started watching him. And that guy that be on there with JT, that he's that real estate dude. Yeah, I used to watch him a lot. I need to get back to watching them. Enrich my brain, cause man, you'll turn dumb on YouTube if you watch too much of some stuff. Turn straight dumb. I need to quit playing. Oh man, I guess I done had enough procrastinating for the evening. Yeah, man, you learn. It be little stuff. You be looking like, dang, I never would have thought about that, or whatever the case may be. And man, he be really on here dropping a lot of knowledge. But he's real, he's legit. You know what I'm saying? You got so many people that what they do is they go to a seminar and be to learn something, then they repackage it, then they come on here and talk to people like they know what the hell they're talking about. They don't be know what they're talking about. And most time people fall into those folks. They talk a good talk and you think they know what they're talking about. The biggest thing I've ever learned is if somebody say, let me teach you how to be a six-figure this or that, they likely are not six figures. I don't listen to a whole lot of people unless I can see the evidence of these things, because you can't tell me how to get to something you've not gotten to. Don't go read a book and then make a presentation and come and present it and take people money for it. Or even just share it if you know it ain't foolproof. That's why I listen to my mentor, because I know for a fact she got big bank. Shoot. Heck yeah, I'm listening to her. I know she got that money. I know she's a millionaire. I know when she became a millionaire. When she said she was gonna. That's how I'm looking at it. But I know he's legit in his field, so that's always good. It's somebody that's legit, like got the credentials to back it up. They ain't just on here talking. They're actually on here teaching. Exactly. They be teaching you how you make six figures. You teach a class and charge everybody $2.99. $4.99. That's usually the one. Oh, we have an amazing class, how to be a six-figure nigga. Regularly 1,500 on sale right now for $4.99. It was never 1,500. Oh my God, it's more than half off. Let me get it. Let me get it. Dumb. I wonder if people ever think like that after they take one of them classes. Now I ain't saying some of that stuff can't work, but you gotta like. I think it's like it's a gamble. It's a dice throw. It's a lot of scammers. And they scamming everything too. You can't even go look at a house for rent without scammers. And them people will send you straight up in the house and be on the phone like, "Do you like it? Do you want it? Someone else wants it. If you could put down $1,000 now, it's yours." Man, they'll give you the key and everything. Then you got to move out that house. Dude thought he had me. I was looking for a house here before I moved into this apartment. And they do them self things where you walk through yourself or whatever. You got to put in the code. And I went in the house, I'm looking. He all like, well, if you like it, I can take the rent to 1,000 and just another. I was like, well, don't I gotta talk to somebody? He was like, oh, they're doing it through me. And I'm like, well, what is this company? Well, I'm the go between. I'm like, well, I would like to meet the landlord. I want to talk to somebody, see somebody. I'm not gonna get to meet the landlord. And that man was so irritated. I was like, well, just tell me what's the other property so I can run by and look at that one so I can make a good choice. Psh, man, I called them people. She was like, unfortunately, people are scamming. And she said one lady had put down like $7,000 And basically, it was nothing that could be done. She had to move out the house. Like, got to be careful out here. If it looked too good, it's probably all bad. Too easy, too quick, man, please. Mm-mm. It got real quick. Not even realize it. And that's sad, man, to lose $7,000 and think that you had a home. I bet she was all excited and decorating. Ugh. This world crazy, man. It's crazy. We gotta pay attention. If we don't do nothing else out here, pay attention, man. You got these people running around here doing all these crazy stuff in the world, and most of us ain't even as vigilant as we need to be. If they tell you if someone looks suspicious in an airport to get through the authorities or whatever, we need to carry that outside of all them places. Shoot. I'm telling you, me. I was in Chick-fil-A one day waiting on the order. Dude in line, it was like 90 degrees. He had on like a sweat jacket with a hood on it. He had the hood on, had on some shades, and had his hands in his pocket. And I was just looking at him. And I just turned around and walked outside and waited for the order. Because I promise you, if he had done something, I was not going to be in there. If you look weird to me, I guess away. I'm standing there, be like, dang, he looks strange. In the next 2 seconds, you in danger. I got my tail right outside that building. Sorry, not sorry. But that's how we got to live these days. If you see something that don't look right, you want to make sure you in the position to get away. I get paid to do life insurance. No more talking about it for free. He want them coins. Give word to coins. He'll give up the ghost when you give up the coins. Yeah, you should only speak on what you know, but unfortunately, it's a lot of people out here speaking on whatever, and taking people money, and people crying, trying to beat them up, calling them scammers. Like I remember when there was a big thing where everybody was talking about they took $1,500 off my Cash App. And I'm like, I guarantee you they called a number. Most people that got their money taken, I'm not saying things don't happen on Cash App, but most of the people that got that money taken from them some kind of way, they called a customer service number. And I don't know how many times Cash App says, we don't have a customer service number. Email. They call that customer service number, they make them take the app off their phone and put it back on. By the time they put it back on, their money gone. Count your days, Cash App. No, ma'am, you got scammed. They get you through shopping too, boy. Especially like if you shopping for something on TikTok. They almost got me. Well, they did get me. I ain't gonna say they almost got me. They got me a little bit. Because I want that little ice maker. Man, some people charge me for that ice maker every month. I'm like, wait a minute. And they said they refunded me because they didn't have it, but didn't charge me again. I had to dispute that mess and send in paperwork. I don't even play like that no more. I just go on Amazon or to the store. But it be little stuff like that. You think it's legit. And sometimes you'll get the stuff, but then they'll continue to charge you. Got to be paying attention to your records too. That's the first time anything like that happened to me. I've had a very good experience with shopping online. I haven't had anything crazy happen besides something take 25 years to come. Other than that, I'm good. Where we at? Almost 2 hours. Yeah. I do need to get myself up and go find this Allen wrench because I need to take the rest of this stuff to this storage and throw this stuff out. so I can be ready in the morning. I can't come on here in the morning talking about I ain't leave yet because I ain't gonna have nowhere to live after tonight. I will officially have no place to live after tonight. Maybe that's what it was. I'm supposed to get all my money's worth out this place. Shoot, stay right here. Make sure I squeeze every dime I ever spent in here out of it. My house punk. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah. But as always, I do appreciate everybody. Wait a minute, let me read what you said. When I was doing real estate, I seen people buy a building for 100K and realize a day later they got scammed. The guy broke the original lot. Ooh, was it DJ Envy? uh, right. Scam the hell out them people. He going to jail. Let me quit. I ain't the brightest bulb in the bunch, but the whole thing just don't sound right to me. Ain't no way in the world I would have hung that off of his head. Oh yeah, because he's my homeboy. I trusted it. And he out here trying to talk about he got scammed too. Nah, you got paid. The rest of your friends got scammed because you scammed them. That's sad though. Because you'll come on here talking, I just wanted to do something for people in my community. Rob them? Man, he better be looking out. Somebody might beat him up one day. That ain't funny though. That's messed up. But again, as always, I appreciate everybody for stopping by for my meat talk, allowing me to share what's on my heart, in my mind, laugh a little, sing a little, get a little serious, whatever the case may be. I just want to be a positive force in your life. I don't want to bring you no, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. No, but seriously, I do appreciate everybody for coming through. I hope I've said something today that resonated with you, maybe helped you in some kind of way, or even if it's just a little chuckle. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? You can always hit the Cash App if you want to. I didn't put my money sign back up, but it is money sign her meekness. It's like in my name. That is not the most important thing for me. The most important thing for me is that you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. That's the most important thing. Tell a friend, bring a friend. Um, like I said, we always just have cool conversations over here. Sometimes we cut up and have a little fun. We do a little Q&A sometime. Thank you, Rachel. Sometimes we do a little Q&A sometimes, lately I've been dropping a link and people come up and talk. They talk. But yeah, I'm excited about going forward. So I'm going to be doing whatever comes to mind or anything that's on my heart. It'll come here. Anything that I can do to be a positive light on this earth. That's what I want to do. So let me get to my business because y'all know I got a huge move in the morning and I need to make sure I'm done with the things I need to do so I won't be homeless. I'm just kidding. I won't be homeless. I just have to spend the night over somebody else's house, but I ain't got no more time for that anymore. I have to get there because I said I was going to hit the ground running. And my first thing is that class tomorrow. And I'm super excited. I think it's I don't know. Like I said, I'm just stoked off the fact that I set something up before I got there, not once I got there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part. So, all hearts and minds clear? Any last words? We gonna turn it out and run out of here like it was church service. Church is over. Doors of the church is open. Anybody got any final words they want to say? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Traveling mercies from Rachel. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? No, I'm kidding. And yeah, by the way, I'm silly. This is just me all day, every day. Y'all funny. What was y'all talking about, Amy? He did it. I'm telling you, I feel it in my bones. If I don't know nothing else, that's He looks shifty. You too, realist. I still can't have no cereal, but I know you'll have a bowl for me. I catch you on the late night, maybe the word if I ain't sleep, because I know you're gonna be on late as hell. Yep. I holla.